Call for the bird. Call for the bird. Hey, 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 hey. Morning sun on the trap line shines. 25 targets on every mind. One after another rising away, trying to run the board today. Singles, handicap, doubles too. Every target tests what you can do. One miss can haunt you all day long. Stay focused, stay smooth, stay strong. Eyes up, gun mounted, ready to fly. Call for the bird. Watch it rise into the sky. Trust your swing, trust your eye. Break another one and let it fly. Call for the bird. Hear that sound? Orange dust comes raining down. One more target, one more round. That's what keeps us coming around. High house left and low house right. Crossing targets, moving through sight. Station to station, around the field. Trust the rhythm and never yield. Smooth as fast and smooth as clean. Stay connected to what you've seen. Lead it right and follow through. The bird will tell you if it's true. Call for the bird. Watch it rise into the sky. Trust your swing, trust your eye. Break another one and let it fly. Call for the bird. Hear that sound? Orange dust comes raining down. One more target, one more round. That's what keeps us coming around. Now the game begins to change. Nothing here is ever the same. A rabbit rolling across the ground. Teal birds climbing all around. Chandelles floating across the fast. Different presentations, every pass. Read the target, make you move. Adapt and let the shotgun prove. Some chase scores, some chase fun. Some just love another round under the sun. Friends on the line, stories told. Making memories that never get old. Break it! Break it! Break it! Orange dust! Call for the bird. Watch it rise into the sky. Trust your swing, trust your eye. Break another one and let it fly. Call for the bird. Hear that sound? Orange dust comes raining down. Trap and ski, 5 stand 2. Sportsman's Club is calling you. Call for the bird. Sportsman's Club of Franklin County.
So how many of you are members here, or how many of this is your first time here? Members? Members, okay, and the rest of you are first time here? Okay. So welcome to the Sportsman Club of Franklin County. This is a fully volunteer club. It's a heck of a resource to have. We're all very fortunate to have it. We got our shotgun ranges over here. If you go down this way, there's a full pistol ranges. There's a 100 and 200 yard rifle ranges. But everything, like I said, that's done here is volunteer. All of us here are members that you see here. I'm Mike. There's Dan, Ron, Dino. That's Ricky. And over there running our tech guy, Joe over there. He's going to tape this and put this on Facebook or wherever, YouTube, and kind of just put it out there. So like I said before, this is introduction to shotgun. For anybody that was looking for pistol, that was over there. Dino's actually running this today. I'm just, like I said, impatient, so I want to get up here and start talking.
He just wants to talk.
Right. I just wanted to get started. So we're gonna go over basically the basics of shotgunning. All of us right here are avid shotgunners. I just got into it about 3 years ago. This is my 3rd year of shooting competitive. It's addicting. So if you guys aren't looking for a new addiction, beware. It starts out with trying to break your first clay, and when you see this first thing explode in the air, all you say is, I want to do that again. This year I got into, or 2 years ago, I got into sporting clays, which is one of the disciplines. It's very cool. It's like golf with a shotgun. I travel all over the country doing that. I just got back from the Northeast Regionals last week in New Jersey. They had almost 1,400 shooters there, so big deal. Very cool experience. We just had a local shoot at Underhill yesterday. There's probably, I guess there's 3 clubs in the state, 4 clubs in the state where we do local shoots, probably 8 to 10 times a year. So that's always an option if you find the bug for it. But
We hold 3 here.
we hold 3 here. Our first one is middle of June.
Middle of June 20th.
June 20th.
Father's Day weekend.
So I'm probably jumping in, getting into sporting clays, but whatever. There's kind of really 3 disciplines, or I'm going to say 3. You guys probably, if you have something else to say, feel free. But you got skeet, trap, and sporting. Those are pretty much your 3 disciplines of shooting sporting clays. Right. Well, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
I'm not saying for the club. I'm saying in general. And now within sporting, there's a couple different divisions of sporting clays. That would be 5-stand, super sporting, and then just traditional sporting clays. Now, if we get deeper, there's helix and there's pigeon shoots, and I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. But that's pretty much the 3 basics. Here at the club, we have 3 skeet fields. We have one of the skeet fields is universal skeet and trap, and then on the farthest field we have 5 stands set up as well. Today we're probably going to get into just skeet shooting. When we're all done this part here, we're going to take you out. We'll go out to the skeet fields. We'll hopefully get you out to there to break some clays. That's typically where everybody starts in this, is on your skeet field. And then it just, like I said, it progresses from there. And then you realize every weekend you're driving all over the place. But whatever. Do you want to get going?
Yeah, we can. What's everybody's experience with guns? Does anybody have zero experience with shotguns? Some experience? Here, yeah. That's Dax. He follows me everywhere. Just a show of hands, anybody not familiar with shotguns? Okay. Now, everybody else got some sort of a level with it, either hunting or just regular shooting, whatever. So, I guess for the people that don't have any experience with it, one thing we're going to really push is safety. And like Dan, he was nice enough to bring some of his. When you're on the field, this right here is probably the most preferred gun to shoot with. It's an over-under. We can tell that it can't go off. It's open. There's no way this gun can go off. When we have a semi-auto, I mean, if you can see the window, you know it's open. It's not going to go off. But then again, you know, and the same with a pump. Here's a Browning. There's no window on it. So with us as instructors, we get a little nervous about it just because we can't tell. These guys volunteer their time on Wednesdays for a group of people that come in on vacation from Tyler Place, and we need people that have never touched a gun in their life. So it is, you know, we do get a little nervous sometimes. We always, when we're in the field, we want everybody to have their finger off the trigger. We'll probably, just to be, I guess, safe, practical, we're probably going to have one gun on a field at a time. We will have 20s, we will have 12s. We'll have the options for both, just to get things going and keep people comfortable with it, as well as the instructors to be comfortable with it.
Okay, so just quickly while we're talking about this, some key points to know about one of these, right? Triggers. This is what makes things happen. Keep your finger off this until you're ready to shoot. Every gun has a safety on it. Make sure you locate the safety and understand how to use it. Some of them are different. Most of the over-unders are a thumb safety right here. Back is safe. Forward is ready to shoot. This is your muzzle. This is the business end. Don't point this at anything you don't intend on breaking or killing, okay? Because we also do hunter safety as too, and like we like to preach is, once it comes out of this, it's forever. There's no taking it back. So we just ask that you always keep this in a safe direction at all times.
With Skeet, as he's saying, once we get out there, you'll see it's shaped in a half moon, that the field is, and there's a concrete pad. Don't load your gun until you're on that pad. Always wait, and that's just etiquette with field. If you're shooting skeet, trap, any of 5-stand, sporting clays, they have stations. You don't load until it's ready for you to shoot and you're in that station. With skeet, what we're going to be looking at, we won't be shooting these. That's a whole different game. Typical skeet is what, 90 millimeters? These are your birds, but they'll be an orange one. We have black, we have all kinds of colors. These are what you're going to be shooting at. As you progress through these stations, your lead is going to change. Does anybody know about lead? What do you think about it?
You're not shooting the clay, you're shooting it ahead of the clay, basically angle.
Exactly. And you always, once you mount that gun and you see that bird moving, keep moving with it. If you stop and shoot a stationary gun, you're going to get frustrated. I shoot pretty unorthodox with my stance. However I look up there. There's a lot of traditional ways people are going to teach you. One thing I will preach when I'm trying to teach somebody to shoot, if they miss, move your feet, do something different. If you stay the same, you're going to get the same result. I'll stand square in some boxes that people will tell you to be this way. Be comfortable and just know what you want to do before you break that bird or shoot at that bird. It can get frustrating, but like he said, it can get addicting pretty quick. Danny, do you want to go over your chokes?
I just like where we're talking guns, I want to just do a quick demonstration of a gun, okay? So everybody, like if you were to take your, well, let's take eye dominance first, right? Let's start at the beginning. Eye dominance, does everybody understand what that is? It's your eye dominant, whatever eye is dominant, right? Usually if you're right hand dominant, if you point at something like this, you close your left eye, your finger is right on it. Vice versa if you're a lefty. There is certain scenarios where people are cross dominant, where they point at the object, and when they close their right eye or their left eye, even though they're using their right hand, it doesn't line up. But when they close their right eye, their left eye lines up. So it's cross dominance. In shotgunning, it's much different than rifle shooting or pistol shooting. It's not aiming, it's pointing. So in most scenarios with a shotgun, you're shooting both eyes open. You're concentrating on it, you're not concentrating on your sights. You mount your gun, make sure everything lines up, both eyes are open, you keep your eyes on the object you're trying to break, okay? So if everybody could just do a quick test, pick out an object, one of these dots right here, make this with your hand, put it up until you can see that object through it, and then close first your right eye and close, and afterwards your left eye. Whatever eye you can still see that dot in, that is your dominant eye. So and then
If you pull back, you're just gonna go to your dominant eye without even thinking about it too.
So that is what I will use dominant wise for shotgun. If you are right-handed and your left eye is dominant, if you have never been shot a shotgun before, I would suggest starting by shooting left-handed. Seems awkward, but it's way easier to learn from a beginning than it is to try to fix your cross-dominant issue. If you really aren't comfortable with that, you can close your left eye, but it's not exactly the best way for shotgun. And just so you know, even though I say that, that's how I shoot. I'm cross dominant. I'm actually center dominant. So when I point at any object, I close my eyes, my finger lines up perfectly right here. So I tend to squint my left eye before I shoot every time. So it can be done, but I'm just trying to teach you the proper ways to do it right from the beginning. Okay, so gun mount. Put your arm up like this, whatever your dominant hand is. Feel right here. Feel how you got a little indent right here? This is your pocket. That's where your shotgun goes. Okay? Not out here on the bone, not on your shoulder, right here in your pocket. That's gonna greatly reduce recoil and it's gonna help line up with your eye. So when you mount a gun, a shotgun, the real proper technique is you mount like this. You don't go like this. You mount like this and you bend your waist down. So you're in your pocket, okay? Another thing too is see how I'm standing. This on the cheek, we're lined up, but I'm into the gun. What I see a lot of new shooters do is they come into this and this is how they're standing. You don't want that. When you pull that trigger, you're going like this, you're not gonna have a good time. It's not friendly for recoil and it's not friendly for making your second shot either, okay? So grab your gun in your pocket, get into your gun. So that's your proper mount, okay? Elbows up. Now, does everybody understand?
Mhm.
Now you can go. I just wanted to touch base on that while we were talking about this.
So, eye protection is big, it's gonna be big, ear protection, like Mike and I, we went out and we bought the best of the best for shooting glasses, cause every color
Because we're
matters.
addicts.
We're addicts, you know, these are for bright days, I got them in here, I got the green ones for the light colored green, but if you look at these clays with them, you know, it makes them really pop, so you see them better. And yeah, every time we go to a shoot and travel somewhere, it's just like the first thing we do is go see who's got lenses, you know?
It's not required that you go this route.
It's not required.
It isn't.
We've got
I
a
mean,
problem.
I'm as basic as you can get.
Yeah,
I mean, these guys got thousands of dollars in shotguns. I've got hundreds.
yeah.
And I shoot at the same shoots with these guys. I mean, so
Yeah.
don't
feel
feel
like
like
you gotta
you need to have these
Yeah.
large
Yeah.
investments.
It's just a little thing that helps us, you know? Same with ear protection, you know, a lot of people use foamies, we went out and we got custom molded ones for our ears. You know, electronics, Mike's earplugs, you can mute everybody else so you don't hear anything, you know? So eyes and ears are very important, but on the chokes,
Those are required when shotgunning, not necessarily, you don't need colored lenses, you don't need molded, but you do need to have ear protection. And you definitely eye protection because believe it or not, those little pellets can ricochet. I've seen them even though the clay shatters, the
Yeah.
pellet comes back, so eye protection is very important.
we've been.
Clay as well. I've been hit with clay, and it slices you. You know, it is sharp.
We've been to shoots and we're on one station, we'd be on station 3 and people on station 15 are shooting and we get hit with pellets, you know, so eye protection is big. So on the choke, so the other day I came, yesterday, and I did a thing with my Caesar and I put in one choke, you know, cylinder, Skeet, IP, light mod, and improved mod.
So before we get too far into this, a choke, everybody understands what that is, where it goes? This is your choke on your shotgun, okay? like he's saying, there's different variables. This controls the constriction. Your bore is a certain, and this constricts it down to even smaller. That controls your pattern. That's what Danny's getting ready to go into right now and talk to you about.
You know, I did, the same gun and the same shell on all these targets here at 30 yards. And if you go like the Skeet, the cylinder, you know, it's like 36 inches, you know, and it's holes everywhere. Holes, that's where a bird can get through, you know. The Skeet tightened up a little bit, you know, you see the cords like right here, but there's still holes everywhere at 30 yards. So that would not be a good choke for 30 yards, you know. But then you step up to the IC, you see how it gets smaller, you know.
So the pattern's denser.
Yeah, it is denser, you know. There's a little bit of gap here, you know. But then like the light mod, you look at this, it's like at 30 yards, nothing is getting through that, you know. But you gotta be more on your game, and you gotta be more precise with, you know, your lead and your swing and your movement, you know. But the key is keep your gun moving. You stop your gun, as soon as you stop your gun, no matter how big your pattern is, the bird's gonna go by, you're gonna shoot, the bird's going by, and your gun isn't moving. So to keep your gun moving, it's gonna be more effective. And then you look at the mod, and the mod is only at 30 yards, you know, it's like 18 inches for the core, you know. So I mean, you gotta be pretty, you know, pretty precise. And then the improved mod, you know, the core is like 14 inches, you know. Me, I run pure gold chokes. Mike got them a couple years ago, turned me on to them, and then that's all I buy. Pure golds are expensive, but that's all I buy because I know what they can do. Dino, he shoots Briley Helix, you know. It's a little cheaper, you know. What were your chokes? $75?
Yeah, $75.
75 bucks, you know. Mine are 150, you know. But I bought them for every gun I own. They're all pure gold. These are for a 20 gauge. I even got them for a 410, you know. But it helps. I think it helps me, you know. So, but the key is like if you're just starting, I would go like a Skeet or an IC, you know. Like for Skeet, when we shoot Skeet later, we'll have either a cylinder or a Skeet choke in, you know, because you're only shooting 16 yards, you know. And you'll have a good pattern, you know, so. But,
So most guns have changeable chokes. No, I shouldn't say most. Most modern guns have changeable chokes, but you also have fixed chokes guns. I recently this year I went to a fixed choke gun, so I shoot this constriction right here for everything now. There's no chokes, there's no nothing. That's all I shoot is that. The reason I did that is because I wanted to focus on becoming a better shooter, more accurate, more. It's not working out for me. Just like, I was way more accurate when I was shooting this choke over there. Or I was more. My scores are a lot higher.
And one thing with a shotgun too, I mean, it is just pellets. It is just wad. But it's different with every choke that you run it through. So you do want to pattern your guns. A gun where he's shooting his gun, he just said he's changed his chokes, but he shot the same gun, same shell, everything. A different shell in that gun out of that same choke may go to the right. It may just, all these manufacturers, there is subtle differences.
yeah.
It can be kind of daunting in the beginning, but it's worth, you know, maybe buying small packs of ammunition if you do decide to get into this and try a few different ones. We shoot with a fella, Adam Rainville, very good shooter, local guy here in the club. You know, he went to the state shoot a couple years ago and he's shooting the cheapest ammunition out of Walmart, you know, and he finished on top. So, I mean, if your gun likes something, don't disregard it just because it doesn't have that little silver star on it or whatever, you know, marketing tells you need.
Doesn't have the AA on it.
Right.
I just want to touch base on this a little quickly. So, see how we're pointing out all these patterns and stuff, And as we're looking at it, it's flat on a piece of paper, right? So in your head, you're thinking, oh, it hits like this. But a shock string is what this is actually called. And even though it looks like this on the paper, this is how it gets there. It doesn't all hit at the same time. So realize that, and that's why it's so important to keep your gun moving. Right? Your gun's moving, this pattern goes from here to like this, because it doesn't all hit here at the exact same time. So I just wanted you to understand that about patterns. When you look on it in paper, it's all flat.
Yeah.
You know, it's not
It's like a
three-dimensional.
train. It's like a train, the cars are all coming along
Right.
each other.
So that's important to know, and that's why we always say keep your gun moving, because that is the most important thing. What I like to tell people is watch your bird break. Watch it break. If you continue to watch it all the way through until it breaks, you kept your gun moving the whole time. What tends to happen, you're watching your bird, you get to your head says, okay, this is the time to pull the trigger, you stop your gun and pull the trigger. You're gonna shoot behind it every single time. So just that's something to know going forward when we get out there.
We still do it to this day.
Yeah, I did it plenty yesterday. It
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. You're like, bang, and you're like, stop my gun.
Thing with shotgun shooting, believe it or not, it's all your subconscious mind. When you're up there thinking about it, you're overthinking it. Your brain is this amazing computer that after enough practice, the reason you practice is you create a library in your head. Your brain will automatically put your hands in the right spot to break the bird once your library is big enough. So when you get up there and you start thinking lead, then you start measuring. You will almost never hit the bird. You just have to have a thought of almost blankness, if you will, and let your brain tell your hands what to do, and that will lead to success. I wish somebody told me all this stuff when I started, because I went through a lot of. That guy in the green's the one that brought me over here for my first skeet shooting 3 years ago, and he didn't tell me any of that stuff. Okay, he just said break the bird. But I blame him for where I'm at now for my addiction. Another little variable I wish somebody told me on this skeet field. Your first station 1 is station 7, no lead. Be right on the bird when you pull the trigger. Station 2 and station 6, this much lead. When I say that, from your barrel to in front of the bird, you want to be this much.
One finger is a foot.
Is a foot.
That's
When you get to station 3 and 5, this much. When you get to the center station, it's 3.5 fingers in front. I can't do a half finger, I'm trying to, but that's kind of 3.5 fingers, about 3.5 feet of lead, okay?
That's not this, you're not looking at this in front. You know,
Right,
when you
if
see
you're
it, you'll
looking
see
down
this,
your barrel, you'll be about that much in front.
You know.
Another thing I wish somebody had shared with me a lot sooner, because I shot a lot of skeet before I shot my first 25. But once you have an understanding of how it works, it helps you be a little more successful. Go ahead.
I know you're talking about the different stands. Is that here or is it everywhere you go, the stands are the same?
It's a standard
Okay.
setup.
For
Skeet fields are standard,
Right.
track fields are standard, you know?
Yep. Now, there's different variables of track.
You can
go
handicap your basic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So skeet is all 16 yards, right? Is that what it is, 16 yards for skeet?
21. Really, the tires are broken at 21 yards roughly.
For skeet, it's about 21.
21 yards and under.
Okay, and then trap, it's 16 yards, non-handicap from there to the trap house.
Yep.
You're probably breaking them at
32 to 34 yards,
32 to
depending on your
34.
speed.
Ron here is an avid trap shooter, so if you have any questions on trap, he's your guy right there in the club to talk to. He
Don't
does,
underestimate it because it goes straight away.
he goes,
Yeah.
does all kinds of registered trap shoots and stuff like that. Quick basis on that, there's kind of 3 organizations too. There's NSSA, that's your skeet shooting organization. ATA is your trap shooting, and NSCA is your sporting shooting. Those are your three organizations. If you ever want to take it to the next level, you join those, and that's how you get involved in registered shoots. Once
You can show up at registered shoots as a hunter.
Correct.
You know, and you'll just pay the regular fee, you just won't have any kind of tracking or following as far as, you know, you build what they call punches to gain
All
your
American
rank to
points
master
and
class.
all that stuff.
Trap you can't though, you gotta be,
No,
you gotta register
you
for
gotta
trap, but it's
do it.
only like, it's like, what, 20 bucks?
20 bucks a
20
year.
bucks. I just registered for trap last weekend, cause I went to my first trap shoot,
Last week,
you know,
did his first
and,
trap shoot.
what was it? 300 birds I shot a day, you know. My first 100 was good, and I capped on my second 100.
So let's do a quick talk about, we mentioned, so these are all 12 gauges. In the sporting world, there's pretty much 4 gauges we use. You got 12 gauge, 20 gauge, 28, and a 410. So this is a representation right here of that 12 gauge, 20 gauge, 28, 410. They say, when you shoot this, you know how to shoot a shotgun. When you shoot this, you're pretty good with a shotgun. When you shoot this, you're great with a shotgun. When you shoot this, you're just bragging. That's the reality of it.
We got an old man from New York that shoots with us, and he's got a 410 pump.
And he'll
And
run
I watched
straight
him
on
do
the skeet.
150 straight on the skeet field with a 410 pump.
410's a fantastic little gun, but to learn on one, in my opinion, is probably more frustrating to whoever's trying to learn. Because you're taking an ounce, and an eighth on that 12 gauge, so you got.
That's how many
700
pounds.
BBs.
He's talking ounce, and an
You
eighth.
know, you're shooting 410 with a half ounce, you know, you're down to a couple hundred BBs.
3/4 an ounce.
Don't confuse them just because they're
Seven
smaller,
eighths.
they're not as lethal. Because that projectile is still doing 1,200 feet. It's the same speed, same power, it's just the bulk of it, what's coming out of it. I love shooting 410. 410, you can learn a lot from it. A 28 gauge is a fantastic gun to teach anybody on because you can get 3/4 of an ounce of shot. You got plenty there to help you, low recoil, and it
Produces the best pattern.
they put out a fantastic.
But you wanna know something crazy about this that we all talk about? Your least expensive shotgun shell to buy, your most expensive shotgun shell to buy. Figure that out, huh? What in today's world makes sense that this is 3 times of everything in it, but yet that's twice the price?
Not on demand.
Not on demand. But I just think that's interesting because I was baffled when I went to buy my first box of 410 shells. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I get an ounce and an eighth of lead in here, and I get a half ounce of here, and these are twice as much in cost. That's so. If you get big into this, they'll probably, if you're gonna shoot these sub gauges, you're gonna do like I did. You went and bought yourself a reloader because you can reload those for pennies on the dollar compared to buying them. These you can. It's almost an even cost. Dino's big into
Yeah, I go back
reloading.
and forth.
You probably save very little when you reload these. These you can reload for less than half of what you can buy them for.
Yeah, it's about $5 a box.
Less than
so
half,
to
right?
reload
Yeah.
a 410 shell. I mean, you can buy 12 gauge shells for $8.50 if you catch the right sales.
Right.
Or a 410 shell, if you go buy it, a double A, like a skeet load, 15, 18 bucks a box.
Okay, any more questions or thoughts? Go ahead. Shoot them out. I'm
Out of all the gauges, if someone has like I have a bad shoulder, bad shoulder surgery, which one of those would be the best for me? Like the 20 gauge?
The 20
yeah, I think today we're gonna use these two, a 12 and a 20.
I got tubes for my 20. You could run 28.
Right, we could run some 28 too. It's a comfort thing. So we'll let you shoot.
Because my hunting shotgun is a 20 gauge.
20 gauge, yeah.
Okay.
So we have 20 gauge, and we'll let you use that. For anybody in here too, and if anybody shoots a 20 gauge, you know, that's the smaller gauge we're planning on using, and you're not comfortable with that, that feels too much recoil, let us know. We have options. He's got 2 for his 28. We have 28 gauge ammo in here. We'll grab it. The biggest thing is we don't want you out there uncomfortable. If you're flinching, if you're whatever, it's going to defeat the purpose. Okay.
Now, my next question, getting into this as a beginner, what shotgun, the style of shotgun should I be looking at? Palm?
Anything you want.
Anything?
If you can shoot anything, you can shoot 2 shells. That's why I say, don't go and spend a ton of money. And I mean, I'm shooting a 19, last year I shot all season a 1967 1100.
I was gonna say,
You pick them up for a couple $100.
this is probably the most, everybody almost recognized this. This is your Remington 1100.
That right there is
It's been
probably
around
my
forever.
favorite.
This thing will clean birds on any of these fields just as good as the rest of them, I promise you that. I mean, so it's not about shotgun, which shotgun you use. These tend to be lighter recoil because they are semi-automatic. So as the shell goes off, this comes back, it takes a lot of the recoil out, okay? When you get into your over-unders, which is typically what you're gonna see out here, that's what most of us shoot. These are a little less recoil too, they're a lot heavier. But the other thing is these come at a cost. Over-unders are expensive. You can still get your cheaper ones and they will do everything just as well.
The cheaper ones you're gonna get what you pay for with a cheaper over.
You do feel a lot of recoil with an inexpensive override.
Yeah.
You do, it's amazing from gun to gun, and the quality, they're right, you will get a difference. They've got some very high-end guns, and there is 0 recoil out of them.
I went to we went to the Jack Link's Cup down in Florida, and it's the second largest shoot in the world. It's 1,600 people, and I went down there on a mission to buy a gun, and I tried Zoli, I tried the Caesar Greeny, I tried Kohler, you know, all high-end guns, you know. And I went with the Caesar.
You wanna know what he went with. That's
It had the less recoil of any gun I shot, you know. I paid the price for it, you know. But like Mike, he shoots a Zoli, but he spent a lot of money on a stock, and his stock drastically reduced his recoil. So it's all in what you know, they say to start out cheap, get into it, and then to be one and done, you know, after, buy a gun and be done with it. And that's what we did. We got into it. I shot that Browning over here. I shot this for 3 years. I mean, it got me to master class, you know. I used this and it got me to master class. And then I'm taking it to the next levels now, you know. But now I'm learning a totally new gun and everything, you know. I shot this pretty good. But now I'm here, so that's what they say. Start off cheap, you know, and then if you want to take it to the next level, then.
If you're looking for an introductory gun, I would swear by a Browning. I am a Browning guy. I as well shot Browning. It took me all the way to master class. I still can pick that gun up and shoot it. It's one of the best pointing shotguns right out of the box. Very good quality build. They still aren't cheap, but in the shotgunning world, they are the cheaper ones, and you're not missing anything that you're gonna get out of a more expensive gun.
My next question, barrel length.
Yep.
Is there a set length they should be?
So usually, typically, you're gonna see somewhere between 28-inch and 34-inch barrels in this world. A lot of that is built off your frame. Danny here, his gun that took him to master class was a 30-inch barrel gun. But look at, he's tall, he's lanky, long arms. He now shoots a 34-inch barrel gun. That's his new gun. He shoots this 34-inch barrel gun a lot better than he did his 30-inch gun because he was whippy. This has slowed him down. He's become a better shot.
Could you shoot Skeet or whatever with a 26-inch?
You absolutely can.
That's what I have here.
You absolutely can.
Yeah.
All the guns I've been looking at in 20 gauge, in my price range.
Yeah.
Exactly.
On budget.
And if you're gonna
It
use,
only has 26. Like, you can't get 'em
absolutely,
in 28.
and if you
got
plan on
24.
using it out in the field as something to hunt with too, you're probably gonna want a 26-inch barrel for your faster shots, your, partridge hunting, quail hunting.
It will break birds just as far. I mean, we set up birds here. What's the long bird?
60 yards?
60 yards. I've got 26-inch barrels that will break birds at 60 yards. It's not.
Because I've been looking, and every time I go into the 20 gauge category, they don't make a 28
Yeah,
With what you're looking
for
for.
what I'm looking for.
Their price.
Yeah.
They all come 26.
26 was accepted for Skeet years ago.
Yeah.
right, and it's crazy how it's changed.
Yeah, it's
Old
gone-
Skeet guns.
Yeah, Skeet's gone rapidly longer.
It used to be like you said, 28 was the king of the skeet.
Yeah.
And then it went to 30. Now it's 32. Then it went 34 for a while, but guess what? Now what direction it's going? Now it's all back to 32. All your pros of sporting clays, they all shoot 32-inch barrels. So it's like we're like, oh, trying to get that extra edge. We moved all the way up till we got to a 34-inch. Then we went, oh, whoa, that was too much gun to be swinging. Let's back it back down to a 32-inch gun.
It won't matter what you're comfortable with. A shorter barrel is more precise. A longer barrel takes more motion to swing it, you know what I mean? It's just, and it's more controlled. The little shorter guns, that's what I shot for the last 3 years, are little, I mean, I put them next to those and they look like child guns, you know, and
And they're loud and
They're
you
loud,
cord
but they-
it and-
they'll do the same thing. They'll do the same thing, yeah.
Did you have a question?
Yeah, I had a couple questions on the choke stuff. I know you're talking about the different stands or positions. So I'm kind of assuming with the patterning thing on the flight or whatever, it's kind of like golf clubs. You have a driver versus a wedge or whatever. So are you swapping them back and forth, and which one goes top barrel versus bottom barrel? You
Yeah,
shoot
so-
at the same time, so it's the same shot depending on or
So
whatever.
Skeet, we'll be using Skeet or an IC for the whole thing.
Okay.
We won't be changing. Usually trap is, unless you're doing trap doubles, is a one shot at a time. So I would recommend a mod or tighter for the trap field, and you would just use that for.
full.
I know, Ron. Real trap guys are gonna tell you there's only one choke, and that's full. There's only one choke, Sporting clays, again, I shoot a fixed choke. I shoot the same thing. I shot with a guy yesterday, this older gentleman from New York we were talking about. He changed his chokes almost every station, depending on the bird. He shot a 95. He missed 5 birds out of the whole day. He won the event by 11 birds. The guy's 80 years old and cleaned up on everybody there. So is shooting, changing chokes important? It probably can be, right?
Station?
You
Yeah.
gotta know your pattern and.
it's more range, right?
Okay.
So he'll get up and he'll see the sight pair, because in sporting clays you get 2 sight pairs before it's your time to shoot, and then he'll make his decision there. And he'll sometimes go, oh, I'm gonna run Skeet in both, or he'll be like, no, my first shot's gonna be Skeet, my second shot I'm gonna run an iMod because it's at 40 yards my second shot. So by much like golf clubs.
Yeah.
It's all about the distance that determines
Okay.
your choke.
And you mentioned barrels.
Yeah, does it matter top or bottom?
It's whatever you prefer, really. I shoot bottom first. I think you shoot.
Ford or Chevy,
Okay, right.
it's the same thing.
Whatever.
They both are gonna get it done.
okay.
What I was told is bottom barrel is less felt recoil, so it's better to shoot that one first. But then you go to the trap field and all those guys are shooting their top barrel, so I don't know. I go over there and I still shoot my bottom barrels.
I do switch to top on track.
Right, and I don't know.
I do.
Yeah, I don't. But to me, I'm always like, oh, less recoil is a good thing, so I always shoot my bottom barrel first.
Okay.
But again, I'm a fixed choke gun, so there's no difference. The bad thing is
Top barrel. I took a lesson with a pro 2 weeks ago. He came up from Pennsylvania, and he's like, "Oh, you shoot top barrel? Like I shoot top barrel too." There isn't many pros that shoot top, And the pros, they're in it for the money. I mean, they're battling for like 10 grand, and they change choke, because every bird counts. So if they need a little bigger pattern to, because they don't care if they smoke. If a little piece flies off it, that counts, you know? So,
The biggest thing is when you get into shotgunning and sporting, try to keep it simple because it's like golf.
Yeah.
You know, if any of you are golfers, I'm a golfer too. That was my addiction before shotgun. I got a shotgun in my hand. You get in the thing and now you have 15 things to think about before you tee off. And now you're overthinking it and you're right. You got to keep it simple. In my head, when I get in the box thing, I say to myself, see the bird, break the bird. Then I say pull. And that's when I shoot. I try to keep it simple. I used to, when I was running chokes, I would sometimes run opposite chokes or different chokes in the barrel depending on the shot. But then every time I got in the box, I saw myself going, click, 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 changing barrels to which one was going to go off first. And then you want to know what happened? I got in there, I changed the barrel because you have to take your safety, put it back on to change your barrel. I got in and I said pull, and I had my safety on. I lost both birds. Because human error in the sport is on you. That is not on that is considered a lost birds. So just keep it simple. The less you got to think about when you're in there, the better off you are.
it's really a mental game. I mean, really a mental game. That's my biggest problem with the 6 inch.
It's crazy.
I mean, isn't it? I mean, so much bothers me, and some days if I focus good, you know, like, they had a shoot Wilson, I won that one, you know? I went to the shoot yesterday, I shot a 79, you know, and 95 won it, you know? I'm better than 70, but I had a bunch of shit going through my head, so it messed with me, you know, so. Mental is big, mental is big, and, another problem is being too fast with a gun. That's another problem I have. They call me Luke Skywalker sometimes because my gun is just flailing.
Looks like he has a lightsaber in his hand. He's fighting for his life up there.
When the pro gave me the lesson, everybody tells me slow down, you know, a pro comes up and he's watching me shoot, like, slow down. He's like, slow down, you know?
Oh, and he'll listen to the pro, but all of us have been telling him that for 3 years. He'll listen to us one bit.
They gave me notes, you know, we did notes at the end, and first thing on it, the big black letters was slow down, you know? And it's starting to slow down, you know, but it's a working process, you know? I was doing good yesterday. I had one station where I flailed there, but other than that, I slowed down and I crushed them, you know? So, because I thought they were going to get away from me, you know? That's one thing. Don't worry about the bird getting away from you. You got time, you know? You do.
You do have time.
You do have time. You think, like, with trap, you know? You see a lot of trap shooters, like Bob Howard. He's fast, you know? He rips the trap, you know? I'm just nice and graceful, you know? And it's just like, it doesn't want to get away from me, you know? So, point underneath it, shoot, hit it every time, you know? But how about we can go over the birds that we shoot? Like, this is what we'll be probably mostly shooting at today, just a regular 110 millimeter standard clay, you know? And then when you go out to like 5 stand or sporting clays, you get the rabbit.
Rabbit.
One
of the hardest birds to break. You can see the thickness of it. A lot easier, or a lot harder to break this one than it is this one.
That's a pellet. That doesn't count as a hit. You're not gonna see that chip, you know? That's how hard these are. I mean, we've blown holes through them before, actually. And you walk out in the field and you'll find them out there with just one single pellet hole through it, and you're like, how did you not see
So
that?
these are designed to either go up in the air, which is presented as a raboo, or it goes across the ground as a rabbit. So that's pretty fun, shooting these rolling across the ground. This is your batu. That's what this is called. This is usually presented to you on, it comes up on knife, hard to see, looks like that. Then at some point, it opens up to you and gives you the face. That's usually where you want to break it, when you can see the face of it. This is a midi. So this is where a target setter tricks you, right? Because you'll have a pair with these two different birds. What do you think happens when you see these in a pair?
because of the perspective size.
This one is 10 yards closer than this one, but when you see it in the air, if you don't know it's a midi, you give this one way more lead. Right?
And
So
you
that's
think-
how a target setter gets you. The other thing is the weight. This is a lot lighter target than this, so what does that mean?
Speed.
Faster.
No, it slows down quicker.
Slows down quicker.
It slows down quicker.
Very intimidating.
So weight, it's like kinetic energy. Weight keeps it carrying on. So like these, when you see one of these in the air,
Nothing moving.
the thing is moving. If you, on a Rabu, it's usually a presentation where it goes like this and it's falling. You try to shoot this on falling, and you want to try to shoot this on falling. Even if it's exact same presentation, same target, this one's going to be about 3 times more lead as this one. Even though it looks identical, because the weight of this, it's falling a lot faster.
Do they tell you what it is before you shoot?
On your menu, there will be a thing saying MIDI, whatever. I just saw these 2 targets for the first time ever when I went to Florida this year. Now you would think, even though this is the same size, it would be the same thing, right? But your brain to process this in the air versus this is completely different. When you see a all black target up in a blue sky, it's very hard to tell depth perception. And they throw a lot of these down south because it's wide open and there's bright blue skies. So this is, I saw these when I went to the Jack Links in Florida for the first time and I was completely put off. And then they threw me these. And I was like, what is that? I thought it was one of these. And I was like, that thing must be 100 yards away. No, it was only at 30 yards, but it was this big and not this big. So that's all what a target setter does. He gets you. He plays these little mind games with you to try to get you to outthink yourself. Turns out this was really easy to hit if you didn't shoot 30 feet in front of it. But that's just all the variables you'll see in targets and stuff. But for today, we're gonna stick with just these. And this will be pretty uniform. This is the most used target out there for both trap and skeet. So this last shoot we went to, since I'm talking about it, I saw a different target that I'd never seen before. It was the first time I saw it. It was a tower. It looked identical to this, but it was called an international skeet target. It's bigger and heavier. It's built that they can throw them at over 60 miles an hour coming off the trap. But it looks identical to this. I had no idea what it even was. So
60 feet in the air.
60 feet in the air off a tower doing almost 70 miles an hour coming off from that, flying a long ways, built to withstand. So it's built more like this, heavy duty, but looks identical to this. So just a little, I guess my point is we don't have every representation there. And even when you think you know what you're doing or think you know what you're shooting at, they still have a way to make you not know what you're doing.
Yeah. They test you, that's what it is. I went and took a trap setting course down to Jersey at M&M with Anthony Mallory's the best shooter in the country. And that's the first thing he said, you test people. You know, you're not trying to trick them, you're trying to test them, you know. It's a matter of, the key thing is a lot of shoots, you know, the one we went to yesterday, they had a lot of targets on that, you know. So you see that, you know, it's harder, like, what you want it open. You know, you want it to be fair to the shooter, you know, but when it's open, you can do all kinds of things with it. You can
I help
dive
you?
down.
I'm so sorry, I was just looking for Jay Cummings.
Are you for the IDPA pistol match?
Yeah, I just came down to check.
Yeah.
Just
down
go
the road.
right down there. That's heading down there. If you drive down that road on the side, you should be down there.
So sorry to interrupt.
You're not, you're fine.
So yeah, it's just, the thing is just be patient with the skeet bird, you know, we'll start you on station 1 and it'll just be going straight away from you. You know, and there's no rush in it, you know.
One to go on.
Speaking of that,
For, I know you talked about changing the choke and stuff, and then you get your standard gauges based on your gun. If you change the ammo around, like pellet size at all, or?
welcome to another variable of the, so, you shoot anywhere between a 9 and a 7.5 are permitted in the sporting world. 7 is actually the smaller the number, the bigger the pellet. So you'll see a lot of guys usually center around an 8, but when they know they're getting ready to shoot at one of these, they're throwing a 7.5 in their gun. Or a longer bird.
A spreader.
The largest you can use is 2 3/4, 7.5, which is the heaviest, and 9, which is the lightest. Those are
Ounce and
the
8.
only, that's the range of what you can shoot on a skeet field.
And the most lead you can have in a shell is 1 ounce and 1/8.
And that's like code for every skeet club out there.
Every sport.
Safety, traveling, you know, the shot fall is always a concern. You start shooting 4-shot, 3-inch magnums, you're gonna get off our property. It's,
Your neighbor.
And your shoulder's gonna do a little
Yeah.
And it's probably not gonna be beneficial to you because
It
there's less
isn't
pellets.
beneficial at all.
One thing I want to point out, if you're talking about you're having shoulder problems, 12 gauge does not come only in one standard shot weight. An ounce and 1/8 is your standard shot. There is 1 ounce, there is 7/8 of an ounce, which is a 20 gauge load, and a 12 gauge. They're a little harder to find. The 1 ounce are out there in Walmart, you can pick them up if you want. They will have cut down on recoil.
I shoot 1 ounce, cause again, like he's saying, recoil. You guys are 1 ounce and 1/8.
We shoot ounce and 8 because we want every baby we can get. You know, so, you know.
It does make a difference.
The other thing too is, so they say you wanna reduce recoil, first thing you do is get rid of an 1/8 ounce a shot. That's what Dino was talking about, from 1 ounce and 1/8 to a 1 ounce. If you were to shoot those 2 shells in the exact same guns, you would know just immediate difference in it. The other thing is too, is you have shells that range from 1,350 feet per second down to like 960 feet per second. So that's another way to reduce your recoil drastically. I got my girlfriend into shooting this year. She shoots 1160 1 ounces. Recoil is when I put one of those in my gun and I shoot it, it kind of makes me giggle because it's just like a noise, but nothing happens, right?
Yeah.
Versus I shoot 1250 ounce and 1/8. When I give her one of my shells, she goes, "Oh, I felt that." So there's a huge difference there. So just be known if you decided you wanted 12 gauge, you have options to fix the load to what best fits you for recoil. And they make all kinds of special recoil pads you can put on your guns.
Gun boarding.
Right. I mean, there's all kinds of tricks of the trade out there that are available to you. So don't be scared to try things like Dino was talking earlier. Try different loads, figure out what works best for you all around.
I just put on, it's called Falcon Strike.
Oh, you bought one too? Yep.
Fantastic.
Yep.
It's a little expensive for a recoil pad, if you look at it, $175 for that little piece of rubber. But in a weekend, if you shoot 200, 300, 400 shells, that adds up, and just the recoil is dramatically reduced. And that's probably one of the most economical ways. You can do it in your garage, order it to your gun, 2 screws on, off, and it is impressive is what that can do. If you fear your gun, if you're getting punched in the face by it, it's not gonna help you at all. So if you do buy a gun that may be on the lower end of the spectrum, I'm not saying it can't perform with everybody, but you may have trade-offs where you may be getting more felt recoil, your gun may be whippy. There's things to think about there, but you can alter it a little bit by yourself, just with simple home things that you can order,
You can also add weight too.
You can add weight as well. Amazon sells clip-on weights. I mean, add a couple ounces on it. It doesn't sound like much. I got an 1100, very whippy. I added 4 ounces just on the knob that turns on the top. It's a whole different gun. It's definitely worth. You can improve on something. You want to go shoot?
Yeah.
One last question when you're talking about guns. Do you have any stores around here that you recommend to go check things out, or any gun stores?
If you're gonna start looking into Brownings,
Come to the club. Anybody will let you shoot their gun.
yeah.
That's
come on
just it.
Sunday.
Every
That's the best
Sunday, every Sunday we do open shooting here. We're here from 9 until at least 1 every Sunday. Usually Dino or Dan are here, got the place open year round. And if any of you show up and want to shoot, I'll let you shoot one of my guns. Any one of these guys will let you shoot a gun to try it out. That's your best bet. Before going and buying a gun, try something and know what direction you want to take. We'll have 30-inch barrels, we'll have 32-inch barrels, we'll have 20 gauges, 12 gauges. And that's the nice thing you're gonna find about the shotgunning world. It's like a big community. If your gun falls apart out here, everybody will stop what they're doing and we will get your gun fixed if we can. It's that type of, you know what I mean? So, I started off by shooting one of Ricky's guns. That's how I got into it. So it's very, we'll give you everything we have for information, and everything I have to use is you're more than welcome to. I got all kinds of glasses. You want to try out the red lens or the orange lens and see if it's worth looking into? Have at it. I'll let you just take them for a run. I think M&R around here is a Browning guy. That's probably the closest.
Yeah,
I mean, the thing is, when you get into over-unders, not a lot of people carry them. There is very few. So that's why I would suggest trying it. All of them will order you the gun you want, but for them to have them in stock, it's not really a huge market up here. If you go down south where the sporting world is huge, you can go into stores and test out, like where he bought his gun. They had every high-end gun manufacturer there. They had demo models you could try. So he was able to try a bunch of guns before he made his decision. Up here, we don't really have that. I personally would like to see that. I guess there used to be a guy here years ago before I got into shooting in the islands that did that, but he's no longer, he's no longer here, no longer does that anymore. But that's something I would see to, I just don't know if the market's big enough here again for that. But yeah, like I said, any Sunday you ever come, feel free to talk to any one of us, and not just us. There'll be 15, 20 people here shooting, and if you were to ask any one of them that, hey, if you walk up and ask about their shotgun, they're gonna be like, here, you wanna try it? Everyone will be like that.
I mean, if you're just gonna order a $2,000 or a $10,000 shotgun, you wanna at least know you like it.
Yeah, for sure.
There's guys here that let you shoot a $2,000 to a $10,000 gun. Last year, I mean, what's Al gotten in his 30?
Sheesh.
I mean, he's just saying.
Shotgun
try
world's
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's for 2 pipes.
you can spend $100,000 on a shotgun. It's crazy to think, and guess what? It'll do the exact same thing that $900 shotgun will do. Now, will the recoil be better, and will the engraving be beautiful, and will the wood be amazing? Yes, all of those things. But at the end of the day, you're breaking a target with it. It'll still do that.
Could you go over, since we're not members, like what the cost is to membership and how much is it to run the targets and all that on average, just so you have a cost?
It's $100 a year for a membership
For family.
for a family. So if and that's a family is you, your spouse, and anybody under 18 years old, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got full use of all the pistol, rifle. You can do it online. There's just a QR code that'll bring you right to it.
And then the only thing they ask with pistol and rifle is pretty much open from sun up to sundown. You have to bring your own target backers, meaning your own thing to hang your targets on. But other than that, you can have at it. Shotgunning, we are open every Sunday, 9 to 1. Or if you were to swing by here almost any afternoon, you'd probably find one of us here shooting.
Yeah, one of us.
And we're always, if you want to join, feel free to come right in. The cost there is $5 for a round of skeet or trap for a member, and $8 for a round of 5-stand. So that's the cost as member.
That's
non-member.
You bring your own ammo.
You bring your own ammo. We do have ammo, but I mean, you can
Right.
probably buy it at better deals, you know.
Cheaper someplace else for sure.
So in other words, if we don't join right off, and we wanna come and shoot, we have our own gun, our own ammo.
Yep.
We can come and practice on Sunday.
Yep.
We just pay $8 for the day.
No.
For skeet, you'll,
Right, so I think it's
25.
no, for a non-member, $7
for
for skeet.
Right, so if you buy a membership, your rounds are $2 cheaper for every round you shoot. So if you're not gonna come and shoot X amount of rounds a year, and you're not gonna take advantage of the pistol and rifle, maybe you don't wanna be a member, but at the same time, you're giving back to a great cause to be a membership here, right? I mean, it's great. We're so thankful to have this opportunity here. If you look around other states, there's clubs like this are getting shut down all the time, so this is a resource that is just amazing to have. And I actually didn't find this place till 3 years ago. I lived down in Chittenden County, so I went to the Chittenden County Fish and Game Club, and they're in huge litigation right now, and they've already had to reduce their hours. That's just a mess down there. So we're very fortunate here to have this facility available to us.
This is the biggest club in the state. I think
Right.
last year we had like 1,200 members.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's the biggest in the state.
With a membership, you'll get, typically, we've had problems with this gate up front, but we have a gate there, then there's a gate that goes over to the rifle pistol. You'll get a QR code that'll go on your phone, I think it's Kissy, it's called.
Kissy,
Yeah, the kissing.
Keezy, and
Easy.
you just wave your phone in front of it, gate opens, and go do your thing, you know what I mean? There's ample opportunity over there. I mean, if there's people there, you know, we got covered range on 25, 50, and 100, 200. And then I think there's an additional 6 pits, you know, so.
And then is
plenty
it
of places.
cash or credit card or?
We do both. We do both
We
over
prefer
here.
card.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
card just makes it easy,
Yeah.
because then we don't have to worry about it, you just swipe your card. Once you become a member, you'll be put in the system, so we have a little, what is our? Square, we use Square in there, looks like an iPad, you just basically type in your last name, your name pops up, you select what you shot, you got a tap thing for your card, pay, it's pretty easy.
Pistol, rifle, all that's included with your.
Yeah, right, there's no ever additional cost unless you wanna join one of their matches, then there's a cost for that.
There's actually a lot going on here, a lot. I mean,
Yeah, this club's really gaining traction as far as shoots and stuff, so if you're into the shooting world, there's a lot of opportunities going. This year's been the busiest year I've seen it in the 3 years that I've been here. Like almost every weekend you can either get to a rimfire, a pistol shoot, steel challenge.
They do USB, PC.
I need a USPSA. Steel challenge is happening right now. 2-gun, we need to find somebody for that. 3-gun happens 3-4 times a year. Even when those matches are going on, there's still going to be a couple of 12-yard bays and a 25-yard bay that you can go to for pistol. And generally, if it's a pistol match, they're not going to, unless it's 3-gun, they will not be on the 100 or the 200. So there's always a range open over there.
The website's also got the calendar, so you can always see what events are going on at any time.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to go up and go shoot, you can make sure there's not going to be a contest there, where lanes aren't going to be available. You can see ahead of time what's going to be there at the time, so that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That's a problem we have, is a lot of people don't look at the calendar, you know, and then they show up and be like, well, I didn't know, you know, like today, you know, it's on the calendar, you know. Ricky showed up, he wanted to shoot, made a big sign,
Alright.
you know.
Then we said, since you're here,
Yeah, you know,
What
so.
are the fees for the matches that you're talking about that you run here?
for shotgun.
For shotgun, yeah.
I think we do $70 for a 100 bird event, or
$70 for
$40 or $45 for a 50 bird event.
No, it's 35.
35.
35 for a 50 bird event. The reason why is because we have NSCA fees, you know. We
So when
have-
you're registered for every target thrown, we have to pay a percentage to NSCA to be part of the
Every one of them we
registration.
throw, we give NSCA a price.
And as you can imagine, costs are a lot different, right? This is your standard target, probably the cheapest one to buy. Obviously, these are a lot more expensive. And then probably, I don't really know, but I guess if anything like shotgun shell, these are probably more than all of them. I don't know, but I'm just guessing. So that's what helps cover the cost and then buy new machines. We've done a lot of improvements. 5-Stand just came here 2 years ago. I think we're up to 17 or 18 machines. 22 machines we're up to. So the nice thing about this is on the shotgun side, every year we're putting the money we make right back into the club. So we're buying more machines, we're in the process of, we'd love to get a sporting clays course set up here. So that would be our golf with a shotgun I was referring to, where you actually go through the woods and have different stations. And that's our ultimate goal, is to get there. And so, I have nothing but positive things to say about this place. Like I said, it's only been 3 years I've been here, but I've seen the difference in just the last 3 years. And if it continues to grow like this, we're just gonna have an amazing facility here, so.
I also forgot, because I don't really shoot it, Precision 22, they're starting up center fire, and there's NRL 22, which
Yeah.
I don't know too much about, but shooting from stands and behind this and that.
Up ladders over car hoods and, yeah,
Anything you want, this is the club that's the most diverse and has.
Yeah.
and for $100, I mean, you know.
Any more
You get a
questions,
lot.
or you guys wanna go shoot?
Yeah.
I'm ready to go shoot.
We'll break some
Alright, let's
birds.
do it.
We have glasses out there,
Hearing protection.
hearing protection, we all need that.
All right. Anybody here shot skeet at all? No? Okay.
We've thrown clays.
Okay, the way this game, I'm Dino. This is Dax. The way this game is played, and they call it a game, you've got 8 stations that come around here in a half moon. Each one of these pads represents where you'll be shooting. When we come to each pad, that's when you're going to load your gun, mount your gun. You can swing just to see. Typically, you don't get what they call show pairs. I'm going to show you guys, just so you guys are familiar with how the birds are flying. We start at station 1 and we work our way around. And the object of the game is, in the center there's a larger pad, which is half the distance to each one of these houses. To run a complete 25, when you get there, you want to have a 3rd shell in your pocket, and you would shoot 2 out of that low house. So when you begin shooting, you're going to start on station 1. If you miss a bird, you take what they call your option. That would be your 25th shell, if you can carry it all the way to the end to have a perfect round. This station here on 1, it's going to be a high house single. Then you would get a low house single. Then it would be a pair. So both pairs are going to fly together. You're going to want to shoot your house going away first, the house coming to you second. This is what they would look like. Here's your high house. Once you're stationed on that, you would call pull. That bird would go. Low house, that would be coming to you. Object, well, I guess it's missing. This center bird, or this center station, is where you really want to break your birds, in this portion of the field. Then it would be a simo. You would shoot that one's coming also. It's not that bad, don't worry, we're going to get through it. Come on, let's go over here. Grab your shells, gun. Always keep a gun broke. You always want to have it in this position. No bullets in it until we get on the pads. Eyes and ears we need. Go ahead, hold on before you load it. Go ahead and mount your gun. Okay, so you're going to want to hold out more to the center of the field, right? I'm going to show you what the bird looks like. So call pull.
Pull.
You see where that's going?
Yep.
All right. So then it would be the same thing. You kind of want to be in the middle of the field with your gun, with that low house, but look off the edge of your gun to that hole. The hold up, come back more into the center, and then that's how it would go. You want to try to break it in here. Nothing behind the house.
So when it comes like here?
Yep,
Okay.
exactly. You want to put a shell in and give it a shot?
1 or 2?
Yep, just one's all you need anyways, you're fine. So safety, take your safety off.
Is that?
That's your bottom barrel. So when you have a gun like I got the same kind of gun. So you got under, that's over. So you loaded it in the bottom barrel. That's going to be your bottom barrel going off first. Okay. Push that forward. Yep.
And then it's coming out this way.
It's going to come out that top. Yeah. When you call pull, now get your gun more to the center. Yeah. And up a little bit. As soon as that bird gets over that barrel, pull that trigger.
Okay.
Call it.
Pull.
All right, break it. We'll do it again. So this is where you get your option bird. Put another shell in, it'll be the same bird, will come back. Push it up. Yep. Call pull.
Pull.
There you go, fantastic. Now put in another single. This is going to be that low bird coming at you. Come more to the center. No, the center. And then look over the edge of your gun at that house. That way your eyes can track it, right?
Yep.
Call it.
Pull.
Awesome. Now 2. You're going to, that's very good. So put in 2. So 2 birds are going to fly. You're going to shoot that one going this way first and then catch this one. Once you pull that trigger, that other bird's going to be right here.
So I have to quick.
You want to be quick, yeah? You want to break that one going away as quick as you can. Okay. Go in a little bit, yep.
Pull.
Back. Good job. So that bird right there, I could see your wad. You were probably about that far behind it. It happens that fast.
Yeah, happens quick.
Good job. What's up? What hand are you?
Pretty sure this one.
Okay. So when you did this eye thing,
Yeah.
what eye did you go to?
This one. This one's open.
You're right.
Did you go to your right or your left?
This one. I don't know my left.
All right. So let's go ahead and look right at that box, right? With both eyes open.
Okay.
Right where that black square is by the one.
Yep.
Go like this with both. Go a little tighter. Yeah, now just pull your hand back.
Okay.
No, don't stop. Go right to your head. Keep your eyes open, both of them. So you're going to your left eye.
Okay.
It's your left eye dominant.
Okay.
So you want to shoot left-handed.
Okay.
So you're going to be this way, right?
Okay. Right.
I think she's a righty.
If her left eye is going to look that way, that's what you want to do, because what happens,
It's heavy.
we'll get you on it. There.
Okay.
Now this has got to be, you don't mind me touching,
You're good.
you're right here in your pouch. Yeah, right there. Right there. Yeah, bring this hand up. No, get it right in that trigger. Now come down a little bit. Lean forward. Put your weight on that front leg. Yeah. And get your head right here. Keep coming. Keep coming. Does that look right to you or feel right?
Kind of. Yeah.
You want to hold it tight too, because it's going to have a little bit of a punch.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
I have a shorter 20 if it's too heavy for you.
Should be good.
Okay, but so leaning back like this, does that feel comfortable?
Yeah.
It,
No, not really. It feels like.
when you're this way, you're probably more comfortable. So that's what you always want to remember. Go ahead, break that gun.
How do you do it?
Yeah, that way.
Okay.
Yeah, good job.
Now I put it in.
Yeah, you're going to be your top barrel because that's set for top barrel. Yeah. Close it. And remember, yeah. Now I'm going to show you a bird before you even try to shoot. So when you call pull, watch where this goes.
Okay.
You see that?
Yep.
Okay. So you want to have that gun up.
Yep.
Get your face down on the, yep. Is that all right?
Yep.
Okay, you got to take your trigger, your safety off. Yep.
Scared.
And when you call pull, you're going to be up about there.
Okay.
Lean forward a little bit. There. Ready?
Yep.
It's all right. Did it feel okay?
Yeah. I thought it was gonna like punch me back, but it didn't.
No, now we're over that, right? Okay, open your
It's not
gun.
as scary as I thought it was gonna be.
No, it's not scary at all. Okay, open your gun.
Sorry, you said this way?
Yeah. Yeah. Break it. No, well, get your fingers out of that. You got to push this down. All right. So take this and tuck it under your, when you're unloading. There you go. No. Snap.
Close this?
No. That automatically did. Yep. Now your safety's off, remember.
Don't put your finger on the trigger until you're ready.
Oh.
Get your head down like you're going to aim.
Safety?
Yeah, you're good. No, safety's forward.
Sorry.
Okay, that gun's ready to shoot now.
Okay.
Now you call pull. Call pull.
Pull.
All right?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Break.
still trying to get my aim.
Yeah, I see that. It seems heavy, that's all.
A little bit.
So put this, I'm going to show you, watch this. Take this and put it here.
All right.
So that way you got all kinds of leverage, and then just
Okay.
try that. Tuck it way under there, yep. Easier?
There we go.
Well, it was already, I cocked it, so it won't kick it out. Hold your gun, yep. Now you want one shell.
This way.
Yeah, very good. Now this is going to come out of that low house.
Where is it gonna come?
See that little square next to number 1?
Yes, sir.
And that's going to come back this way. I'll show you it first.
Good.
Watch. It's coming to you.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
All right. Get your gun up. Yeah. You tell me when.
Pull.
Nice. Now remember what I told you.
Yep.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
There you go. Now, we can either throw a pair, which that's how they both fly,
Okay.
or we can do a single again each way.
Let's do a pair.
Do you want to try the pair? So you'd have to shoot that one going away, then shoot again. So now you need 2 bullets.
Oh, then I would just do.
You want to do one? I agree 100%. There you go. Yep. Lean forward a little bit. Yep. Yep. You tell me when.
Which
Go
one
ahead, get
is it?
this on your
Which one are
shoulder.
you coming out of?
High house.
So this one?
Yeah, no, high house. It's over your head.
Pull.
It's okay. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Get that under your shoulder. Yeah. Tip it. Yep. Fantastic. One more shell. This is going to come out of that low house over there.
Okay. Pull.
Good job. You're at least getting, you're getting time to at least hold the gun and pull the trigger. Breaking the clay, to me right now, doesn't matter at all.
Okay.
As long as you can get yourself comfortable with that gun, you're only going to improve from there. Don't be afraid of that recoil.
And then I'm looking. Sorry, it's a jerk.
You want to look right down this. What happens when you got your cheek on here, this right here, and that bead right there, we call them snowmen.
That's
If you can stack those snowmen so one's on top of the other,
Yep.
that's a good sight at plane.
Okay.
All right? Go ahead and break that open. You shot a gun yet?
No. Well, I've shot a gun, but not a shotgun before.
Nothing to it. So, both eyes open.
Yep.
You right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Right-handed, so you're going to mount it here.
Yep.
Did you do that eye thing when we were inside? What eye did you land on?
Right.
Perfect. Even though you've shot rifles, you want both eyes open.
Yep.
When you have this on your shoulder, look down this sight, and this bead and that bead should line up.
Yep.
If you can get this bead to stand on top of that one, it's even better, because that gives you a better plane and you're looking over your barrel, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
All right, so this is going to shoot the top barrel. You want to put one bullet in there.
Like this?
Yep, just like that. Yep, now close it. Fantastic. Now, I'm going to throw a bird out of this high house.
Yep.
So go ahead, mount that gun the way you would mount it. So you're going to be more to the center of the field. And you want to get this right here. Try to get it tucked into that pocket. Yep. And then get your, you want to have your cheek on the stock. Yep. Kind of stretch forward with your face. There you go. Is that more comfortable?
Yeah.
Because when you kind of scrunch up, it's not very balanced. All right, I'm going to show you the bird here. That's the bird.
Yep.
So go ahead, take the safety off. Push this forward. Yep. And mount the gun. And you're going to be probably in that area. Make sure you're holding it tight. And when you get ready, get your finger on the trigger. Don't squeeze it. And when you call pull, I'll throw that bird.
Okay. Pull.
No, you gotta be ready to shoot. So don't shoot it yet.
Yeah.
Get your finger on the trigger. That's the hairy part of all this. You're standing there ready to go. Okay? So come up a little bit. Up, up, there you go. Then call pull.
Pull.
Nothing wrong with that, is it? Good job. So now break this. Yep. Put another one in. That's fantastic. Close it. Yep. Now, we're going to have a bird come out of what's called the low house.
Yep.
So that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Idea is to break it somewhere in this area.
Yep.
Okay? Same thing, same mount, same everything. Yep. So take your safety off. With your thumb, it's easier.
Okay.
Because you already have your hand up there. So go ahead and get like you were getting ready to shoot. Bring your thumb up and push that off. Keep going.
It is off.
It's off?
Yeah.
Okay. Get your finger on the trigger. And when you call pull, I'll throw that bird across.
Yep. Pull.
You're just behind it. So this is where we call it the option. Put in another shell on the top. And I'm going to throw that bird again at you.
Okay.
Get some weight on there. Yeah, kind of bend that knee a little bit. There you go. Get your safety off. Yep. Call pull.
Pull.
That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Now I can throw a pair,
Yep.
which bang, bang. You want to shoot them both at the same time. You want to shoot the one going away first, and then this other one is going to probably be right in this area. Do you want a pair, or do you want to do them singles again?
I'll do singles again.
Okay, it's fine. Yep. I'll show you what pairs look like before you even mount your gun.
Yep.
This is what a true pair would look like.
Oh, so just shoot him right there.
Right, there's one there, one there. Yep. All right, so we'll do a single. This is going to be out of the high house above you.
Okay.
Yep. Then go a little higher. A little higher. Yep. Perfect. You call it.
Pull.
Nice job. Now we're going to break it. We'll go with that low house coming back. Yep. So it's going to be the low one coming back over you.
Pull.
Nice job. Fantastic. Who's up? All right. Here's the difference of that. I'm going to show you the birds. Here's the high house. So now from being there to here, now you've got to be in front of that bird.
Okay.
You want to be ahead of it. You want that bird to be on this side of the barrel. And when it comes out of that house, you want the bird to be on that side of the barrel. Here's the low house coming back across.
Okay.
Always keep swinging. Even after you pull the trigger, bang, keep moving.
Okay.
Keep following, same direction, all right? Throw a shell in there. Yep. Yep.
Is it ready?
Yeah, you're ready, yep. So now mount it. Come back to about,
Which one is it from?
it's coming out of the high house. So it's going to come out of there, right?
Okay.
And then you want to swing at that bird. Good?
Yep.
All right, you call it.
Pull.
It's okay. You need to get more, so when you're this way, you can tip right over.
Okay.
If you put your, actually you're shooting left, yep, put that left foot forward and bend that knee a little bit, yep.
Okay.
So put a shell in there, and then don't arch your back backwards. Either stay straight up or forward, kind of hunch up. There you go, good job. Yep, just like that. Yeah, get that. Don't have your feet tight. There you go. Fantastic. Now, look at that box there, right? And as it swings over, that's when you're going to want to shoot it in this area over here. Yep.
Okay. Pull.
Ooh.
So I'm like following it.
You want to follow it, yeah. And don't just pull the trigger, you know, kind of make sure you can see it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Don't just go bang.
All right.
Look for the bird. Keep your eyes open and look for that bird.
Okay.
Break it. Get you comfortable shooting first, then we'll worry about everything else. Close it.
That's it.
Nope. Go quick. You won't break it. Now come back this way. Yep. Now you see what you're doing with your feet again? There you go. Arch forward a little bit. There you go. That looks a little better.
Pull.
Oh.
I thought it was coming from there.
I hit the wrong button. You're all right. We'll get you another one. Don't worry. Get another bullet in there. I got more.
There, I got him.
You got one? Okay. All right. We'll do that same high house again. Yep. Yep. Make sure your feet. There you go.
Pull.
All right. All right. Break it. Yep. Take one of mine. It's a magic bullet. All right.
This one?
Yeah, mount your gun. Now bend forward. Bring your hips back. No. You want like this. Kind of. No, look at. Keep your hip back. Keep your hips back.
Like this? Bring it up.
Yeah, keep your hips back. And now arch your body forward. There you go.
Pull.
Do you feel more solid that way?
Yeah.
So the whole idea is you don't want that gun to move you. You want to be able to hold that gun and control that gun. Don't have the gun waving you all over the place.
Okay.
Break it open. Good job. Bullet in there. I'm going to give you that house over here, the high house first. Yep. So come back with your gun, come back to about there. Yep, take your safety off. Tell me when.
Pull.
Now let's try that one over there. Same thing. Don't stop your gun when you shoot. Keep it moving. Yep. Get your head down on that stock. Come back to the house a little bit. Yep.
Pull.
Good. You kept moving. That's what you want to do. Another shell. Do you want to do singles or you want to do double?
I'll try a double.
Okay. So with a double, you're going to go bang, and then that other bird should be right in here, and you're going to shoot it. Yep. Push that. Yep. Now look that way. You want to point, yeah, somewhere in there to shoot that high house, and that low house is going to be coming.
Okay.
Call for the bird. Call for the bird. Morning sun on the trap line shines. 25 targets on every mind. One after another rising away. Trying to run the board today.
Singles, handicap, doubles too. Every target tests what you can do. One miss can haunt you all day long. Stay focused, stay smooth, stay strong.
Eyes up, gun mounted, ready to fly. Call for the bird.
Watch your eyes
swing, trust your eye.
Break another one and let it fly.
Call for the bird, hear that sound.
Orange dust comes raining down.
One more target, one more round. That's what keeps us coming around.
High house left and low house right. Crossing targets, moving through sight. Station to station around the field. Trust the rhythm and never yield. Smooth is fast and smooth is clean. Stay connected to what you've seen. Lead it right and follow through. The bird will tell you if it's true.
Call for the bird,
Watch it rise into the sky.
trust your swing, trust your eye.
Break another one and let it fly.
Call for the bird, hear that sound.
Orange dust comes raining down.
One more target, one more round. That's what keeps us coming around. Now the game begins to change. Nothing here is ever the same. A rabbit rolling across the ground. Teal birds climbing all around.
Chandelles floating across the fast. Different presentations, every pass. Read the target, make you move. Adapt and let the shotgun prove. Some chase scores, some chase fun. Some just love another round under the sun. Friends on the line, stories told.
Making memories that never get old. Break it! Break it! Orange dust! Call for the bird.
Watch it rise into the sky.
Trust your swing, trust your eye.
Break another one and let it fly.
Call for the bird, hear that sound.
Orange dust comes raining down.
Trap and ski, 5 stand 2. Sportsman's Club is calling you. Call for the bird.
Sportsman's Club of Franklin County.